Yo, 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 what is up, Facebook? Marshall live, and I am live in my studio on Facebook, coming to you from social media. And you guys know how freaking much I love social media because I am all about turning social media into a business, right? Because now social media is a business. And that's, I think, what too many people don't understand is that when they start a Facebook account, when they start an Instagram account, when you start a Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn, like SoundCloud, whatever, Medium blog, like whatever, when you start those, you have to understand that that is an extension of your brand. That is a business, right? Like you can start a Facebook business. You can start an Instagram business, right? So my mission, my goal, my whole entire thing that I'm doing from here on out is I want to educate people how to make money using social media, how to turn social media into a business, okay? Now, if you're liking this, if you're seeing this live, Marshall live, go ahead and give me a like, give me a share, give me a love. If you hate what I'm doing, give me one of those ugly faces like, oh, Marshall, I fucking hate you. I hate that you're on my live teaching me how to make money. I hate that. So if that's you, give me a little hate sign. If you love what I'm doing, give me a love sign, give me a share. You guys, today I'm going to be talking about how I use Facebook to generate leads. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys literally how you can build a six-figure business completely for free, like without any paid advertising, okay? I'm going to show you guys that right now on my whiteboard in this training today. So just so you guys know what is going on right now, I cannot see any of your guys' likes. I can't see any of your comments. I have the camera facing me, so I look good, you know what I mean? So I got the good side of the camera on today. But why I'm telling you this real quick is that a lot of you know that I'm releasing a program. It comes out in 5 days. And the program is called Dollar Entrepreneur Club. Dollar Entrepreneur Club. And in this club, what I'm doing is I'm going over the tools, the resources, the mindset, the skill set, just everything that you need to get started as an entrepreneur, okay? So like literally if you work in a job right now and you fucking hate your job, or you're not really satisfied with your life, where it's at, and you want more, or if you've been trying to work online and you can't figure it out, like the Dollar Entrepreneur Club is gonna be the gateway, the entry into entrepreneurship. Like I'm taking all of my years of success, failures, experience, I'm putting them into a membership website, and I'm gonna give it all to you guys so you can learn, so you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get into a course. Okay, now I'm not saying that courses are bad. As a matter of fact, I sell courses. But what I do think is that when people start off, when they first get into entrepreneurship and they talk about making money or learning how to turn social media into a business, they get really overwhelmed, and they might hear somebody talk about drop shipping, or they might hear somebody talk about doing a Facebook lead specialist, or Instagram and all these different things. Like there's so many different ways to make money online, and what often happens is we'll hear about one of them for the first time. I know a lot of people get into drop shipping to start, and you'll hear about drop shipping, and you'll go, oh my God, I got to do drop shipping, right? And you'll run off, and you'll start doing some YouTube, and then you'll come across some website, and they're going to pixel you and retarget you and track you, and before you know it, you bought $1,000 course into drop shipping. But here's the thing, you don't really know anything about drop shipping. You don't know what it takes to be an entrepreneur. You don't know how to network. You don't know how to sell. You don't know how to build leads, right? And what happens is 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the course, you go, man, I really don't want to do drop shipping. Like, that sucks. I just wasted $1,000. And that is exactly what I'm here to stop. I don't want you guys to buy into a course just to find out that you hate it, or that you don't like it, or that wasn't for you and not the right fit, right? So the Dollar Entrepreneur Club is really the prerequisites into entrepreneurship. I'm going to give you guys the entire freaking rundown of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And then I'm going to teach you guys the skill sets that you can use to make money. So you guys will have options. So we'll be covering the top 10 ways to make money online. I'll be talking about how to use social media as a business. I'm going to be talking about the ins and outs of entrepreneurship. But that long-winded speech I just gave is just to tell you guys what's to come. Now, if you're wondering what this video is about, I'm going to talk about how I generate leads using Facebook. Now, the reason I went that big, long-winded explanation is because I have to shoot video. I have to record video here in my studio. I have to do all these things, and I could do that without going live, no problem. I've already shot dozens and dozens of videos not live in the last few days, okay? But I like to try to go live once a day in this on my personal page or in my free group, because I figure if I'm going to be recording these videos, like if I'm going to stand here recording, I might as well share them with you guys so you guys can also get the knowledge, the value, the tools, the resources, the skill sets that I'm going to be teaching, okay? So without further ado, sometimes when you guys see me get on here and do these lives, especially when I'm in my studio, I'm just going to be recording the course for Dollar Entrepreneur Club. So if you guys wonder why I'm not looking at the questions or why I'm not answering you, it's because I'm in production mode right now. I'm in production mode. So I am going to get into production mode now. You guys are so free to welcome to join along and watch me record this lesson if you'd like. If you think that you have friends or family or a business colleague or somebody out there that could use this knowledge that I'm about to drop, which is how to turn Facebook into a lead machine, right? I'm going to show you guys the free way to do it. I'm going to show you guys the free way to do it, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to start talking about it now. I'm going to intro into the lesson like I normally would, and we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to become the one-take master, like Gary Vee says, the one take. So this is all freestyle, so we'll see how it goes. And the other reason I do this, guys, the other reason I do so much live videos, you guys know I'm positioning myself to speak. I'm a speaker, and I want to speak more. And by getting the practice of going live and just these one takes, it makes me better at my game. So without further ado, we are going to get started with this lesson. All right, guys? All right, how's my hair look? How's my face look? I'm a little sweaty, I know. Yeah, let's get it. All right, guys. Let's frame myself here. And you guys just keep in mind before I do this, like, the mobile phone is a TV now, right? Facebook is just a channel that people watch. So you guys can see, look how I'm framing myself in this frame right now. You see that? I'm off to the side. It's a background behind me, so I'm like a news anchor or a reporter. I'm a host. Like, I'm all these things. So when we're talking into the camera, talking to the phone, just remember the phone is now a TV. This is a broadcast station, and Facebook is a channel that we use to watch. Okay, so just keep that in mind as I move around the camera and keep the background behind me, that you guys can take these little social cues and use them too. Okay. All right, here we go. Welcome back to this lesson in the Dollar Entrepreneur Club. My name is Marshall Live, and I'm the Dollar Entrepreneur. I thank you guys so much for being back here. I hope the lessons you guys have taken so far on the course are helping you guys out. I know that those are the steps that you need to excel your progress as an entrepreneur. Now, let's talk about a tool that you're going to be using as an entrepreneur, especially when it comes to branding. And that is the Mac Daddy of all the social media platforms. You guessed it, Facebook. Now look, I understand that Facebook can be confusing because every platform is different, and we've already talked about this in some of the other lessons, but Instagram is for pictures and people tapping on it, and YouTube is for more how-to, long form, and we have Twitter, which is kind of noisy, and it's just kind of right now in the moment, how do I feel, what I'm doing, You have Snapchat, which is more like a TV show, younger demographic. You have LinkedIn, which is B2B, really good for B2B. And then you have things like Medium for blog posts, or you have iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud for podcasts or audio. But Facebook, the thing that's so great about Facebook is it's a hybrid of everything, right? Facebook rolls all of that into one ecosystem and goes, here you go. But the problem with Facebook is it's confusing. It's hard. Like, it's hard to actually get it right. There's just so many moving parts. There's so much going on that so many businesses, brands, and entrepreneurs are overwhelmed by trying to build their business on Facebook. So today in this lesson, I want to just quickly go over exactly how I use my Facebook page to generate leads. Okay? So if you guys are into that, let's get started. Now, there's two things I want to talk about with Facebook. Okay? There's two ways to look at it. Okay? And let's just say that Facebook is broken in to two halves, right? There's two sides to Facebook, okay? So there is the paid side, paid, and then there's organic. Okay, so there's paid and there's organic. On the paid side of Facebook, you have your fan page or your business page. Okay, so one side of Facebook is fan page or your business page. They're called different things, but this is the page that you create for your business, right? This is the business, this is the fan page. This is for all paid advertising. So if you're going to be running Facebook ads, it's going to be here on the paid side, right? Paid. So what's the opposite of paid is free, right? And when we talk about free, we're talking about organic traffic. Now in the marketing world, in the entrepreneur world, when anybody just says organic, they just mean free, like free. Organically, how do you create leads? How do you create engagement organically, okay? So on the organic side of Facebook, we are talking about your personal page, right? Talking about your personal page on the organic side. We're talking about Messenger or direct message. My handwriting, sorry guys. Also called the DM. You guys are mostly going to hear me refer to the direct message or Facebook Messenger as the DM, okay? And then the last part is groups. So when we're talking about Facebook, there's two sides to Facebook. There's a paid side and there's an organic side, okay? On the paid side, we have one tool, one resource, one area of Facebook that we can use on the paid side. That's the Facebook fan page, the business page, okay? Now on this side, you can see we have 3 different resources, 3 different tools that we can use to grow our brand organically or free, okay? That's the personal page, the direct messenger, DM, or Facebook groups, free Facebook groups, okay? Now this is the deal. A lot of us starting off don't have a lot of money to buy media or for ad spend, right? A lot of us are not at the point where we're gonna go right to market and advertise what it is that we do. The reason is because a lot of you are just starting your businesses. You're just starting your brands. What you need to focus on first is how to organically increase engagement. And engagement just means likes, shares, loves, hates, follows, you know, all the things. Engage, getting people to engage with your content. So when I say engagement, just know that's what that means. So we have the one side, pay to play. You have to pay to play on this side. And this side, we've got organic and free. So just so you know, in the beginning, you're not going to be worrying about paid traffic because you haven't built anything. You don't have one client, you don't have 10 clients, you don't have a system. Like you're not paying right out the gate. If you are, then it means you already have an established business or brand and now you're moving it online and you are at a point where your brand is ready for paid advertising, okay? Most of you guys are not going to start off there. Now, look, this is the common mistake that most people make is when they start a Facebook page, or when they start a business or they start a brand, you know, somebody inevitably that doesn't do Facebook, that doesn't run business, doesn't do marketing, they go, oh, yo, bro, you know you need a business page, right? And they go, oh yeah, you know, and they spend a couple hours trying to optimize their business page and get it all set, right? Have you done this before? And then you get your business page all set up and you start pumping out content. And I mean, it's good content, right? And then after a month, you've pumped out, you know, 2 pieces of amazing content every day on your business page, but you get 0 engagement, right? You don't even get a like. I mean, you don't even get like more than like 10 views on your video. And you're going, dude, what the heck? I don't understand. This content is solid. Why is it not working? Well, it's because you don't understand how to use Facebook. And if you did understand how to use Facebook, you would know that Facebook only shows our content to 3 to 5% of our total page likes and or followers. So 3% to 5% of the people are going to see your post organically. The other 95 to 97% is not going to see any of your content at all on this paid side. Now, why? The reason is because there's marketers like me, there's other entrepreneurs out there who are growing their businesses and brands, and they are paying Facebook to advertise for them. Now, when you take that as a whole and you think about it, you go, okay, well, I don't want to pay, I don't have the money to pay right now, but I still want to run my business, I still want to give good content. Well, nobody's going to see it if you don't pay for it. Now here's why. There's only so much space on a Facebook timeline. And we all know that Mark Zuckerberg's number one goal, the number one goal of Facebook is to keep people on platform. They don't want you to click to Instagram or YouTube. They don't want you going off site. Because when you go off site, they lose money, okay? So the goal is, above all else, Facebook wants to increase user engagement and connectivity. They want the community to be happy. They want the user to enjoy the platform so they don't leave. That being said, people don't love ads. Like, do you love seeing ads in your Facebook? Probably not. And most people are like that. Most people don't want to be sold to. So with that in mind, Facebook only shows paid advertising so often through the news feed. They don't show as many ads as people are trying to get on the timeline, is what I'm saying. It's just such a small little face, about the size of this little towel, right? And when we're going through our feed, this is all the space in the world that Facebook has. If they gunk it up with ads, you're not going to want to be on the platform. You're going to go somewhere else. So Facebook only is going to reward the people who have the best ads that get the most engagement, okay? Now, why does that matter to what we just talked about? Because if you're not paying to have people see your business page, then nobody's going to see it. Only 3% of your total followers are going to see it, because Facebook's not going to give you space in that little tiny timeline above me, somebody who's paying for that space. So in the beginning, or any time that you have a business or brand and you want to market on Facebook, I can't be clear enough about this, if you are not going to be doing paid advertising, then you do not need a business page. But Marshall, but everybody says that I need a business page. You don't. If you're not going to pay, look, Facebook paid advertising is pay to play. You go ahead and waste all your time putting content up on your Facebook fan page or your business page, but nobody's going to see it because Facebook's not going to show it to anybody, because this side of Facebook is pay to play, period. That is it. So today on this lesson, we're not going to talk any more about paid advertising, because there's two sides of Facebook, right? There's paid and there's organic. And this is a completely different beast. And Facebook on the business side is pay to play, or nobody's going to see your content. So what does that mean? That means that you need to concentrate on building a brand, a system, a marketing system, a sales technique, a social selling ecosystem to generate leads. Now, there will come a time when you position yourself as the authority, as the expert. There'll become a time when people are following you and they're asking you questions, they're engaging with you. And then you have that social proof, that social equity, the testimonials, the results, that whatever you want to call it, the proof that you're good at what you do. And at that time is when we really talk about making a big push on our Facebook business page. Now, I'm not telling you not to set up a Facebook business page. I'm just telling you that you're better served to build your personal page organically first before you're worried about this. So let's get into this. So now we're talking about organic, right? We're talking about organic. We have personal, direct message, and groups, okay? So I'm going to erase this so we get a little bit more room for what we're about to talk about. Now this next thing is the game changer. This is the game changer, you guys. And if you don't believe me, check out some of the testimonials on my Facebook page, because everybody that's ever worked with me that we talk about this strategy with literally changes their life, period. Now, we know, or maybe we don't, but from some of the lessons, that you become what you think about most, right? You are what you think about most. Or why, and you are what you think about most, but how then do we determine what we think about? Well, it's based on what we see, who we surround ourselves with, right? Now, we talked about in an earlier lesson that you are the sum of the people that you hang out with. So therefore, you need to surround yourself with people who want you to win. But just because you do that in real life, it doesn't stop there, right? Because if you're trying to build yourself up and you're trying to be a successful entrepreneur, you're trying to help people, you're not going to hang around with a bunch of losers, a bunch of people bringing you down, getting drunk, doing a bunch of drugs, like doing things that don't align with your beliefs, right? You're going to get them away from you. That's just common sense. And you're going to watch your brand go up. Now, why is that any different when we talk about moving that real life into the digital space? Why should it change? The answer is it shouldn't, right? Your digital space is just as much your personal space as your real life space, right? If you're on your phone, all day long, this is your personal space too, right? So why on earth would you ever want to surround yourself in your digital space with anybody that brings you down, who doesn't add value to your life, or that you can't help? You don't want to. So it is incredibly important when we're talking about Facebook organic or using Facebook to generate leads that we understand what our Facebook page is and isn't. First and foremost, you need to drop all the people on your timeline, in your friends, that do not add any value to you. Period. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean you have to not like them. Doesn't mean that you can go, that you don't have to hang out with them. I mean, you shouldn't. If they're not bringing you value, then what's the point? But this is the deal. Let's just say that we're running a business that's old school. There's no social media, right? Let's say that you open up your business, your freaking gym or whatever it is. Let's say you open a gym, right? Well, you're not going to let a bunch of knuckleheads and turkeys hang out in front of your gym, are you? Would you let one of your friends or your cousins stand out in front of your business with a big sign that says, "Fuck Trump, go Clinton," or vice versa? And this is not about politics. I'm saying, would you want your mom to come out there and be talking about, sharing, every time somebody walks in, they show them a funny picture of people eating food, or like, it's just stuff that doesn't matter, right? If you wake up and you see things in your timeline that are not bringing you value, then you need to get rid of it. And this is the hardest thing. For whatever reason, unfollowing and unfriending people that we've known our whole lives, it's hard. I don't know why it's hard. It just is. It's hard. But the key, the absolute key to making what I'm about to share with you guys successful when it comes to generating leads with Facebook is you've got to clean up your digital space. Your digital space. Who belongs in your digital space? Your ideal client, right? Your target audience. Your ideal client belongs in your personal space on Facebook, and or like-minded entrepreneurs, okay? Like-minded entrepreneurs. Now, those like-minded entrepreneurs, they should be part of the Law of 33, which we spoke about earlier in one of the lessons, or, again, your target audience, which we've already spoke about in one of the lessons prior to this as well. So now knowing who our target audience is and the Law of 33, we're able to apply that to our personal page, okay? Now that we know that, now that we're going to start treating our Facebook page like a business, because remember in the beginning of this lesson we said Facebook is a business. Facebook page is a business, so you should treat it as such. It's your brand, right? You are the CEO of your brand no matter where you go. We've talked about that, even when you're on Facebook. So if you're not willing to transform your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page, into an extension of your brand, then I'm going to be honest with you, you're not ready to take your business or your brand to the next level. Well, Marshall, I use it just to stay connected with friends and just to kind of see what's going on. That's fine. That's fine. Continue to do that. But just know if you continue to do that, you're not going to be able to use your Facebook page to generate leads like I'm about to show you. Period. That's it. So there's no right or wrong answer. It's left or right. It's yin and yang. It's this or that. Right? Right. So I'm not telling you have to. I'm just telling you if you want your brand to level up and you want to be able to learn how to use Facebook to generate free leads and build a six-figure income for free, like I'm going to show you how to do it right now. But you've got to clean up your digital space and add the people who bring value and or your target audience into your network, period. Okay? Your network is your net worth. We want our Facebook network, our Instagram networks, we want our social networks to be strong and people who look up to us for help and or value. Okay? So let's talk about this. Now that we know that we have to use our Facebook page to as a business, right? We're going to use our Facebook page as a lead magnet, okay? Now, in marketing, a lead magnet is just something that we use to get people's attention, so they'll pay attention to what we're doing, right? It's a magnet. It's a lead magnet. Think about it. We're going out and we're positioning content that's valuable in front of people who think it's valuable. That's our target audience, right? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the different aspects. Okay? Personal page. So first what I'm going to write down is I'm going to write down all the structure of it and I'm going to map it out and then we're going to go step by step. So you have your personal page. You also have the DM. Right? You also have DM. You also have Facebook group. And then over here, you have the search bar, and you have more free Facebook groups. So this is the landscape. This is the digital landscape of the free or organic side of Facebook. Look, it's a big map. Now, how does this work? I'm going to show you right now. This is exactly how I built my business with Facebook for free into a six-figure business before I started paying for advertising, right? to actually scale that. So again, we're not talking about anything paid. We're not talking about Facebook business page or personal page, or we're not talking about Facebook business page or fan page. We're talking about the free and organic side of Facebook. Now right here is where it all comes from. It all comes from your personal page, okay? But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna work backwards a little bit, okay? So the personal page right here, boom, super important, okay? We also have the direct messenger where we're gonna be able to talk to people and reach out to them. We have our own free Facebook group, right? And then over here we have the search bar that's at the top of Facebook. And then I'm just representing all of the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other free Facebook groups on Facebook, okay? So we start with, what is it that we want to talk about? Well, you already know what you're talking about, right? You already know what your business is. You already know who your target audience is. So this is just a blueprint on how to go out and actually use your Facebook page to generate leads. First and foremost, we want to think about a couple different things. When we talk about our personal page on Facebook, I want you guys to think of your personal page as your digital storefront or the lobby, the waiting room to your business, to your digital online business. Your personal page is your waiting room. It's your digital storefront. This is where people get interested in your brand. This is where they learn that Marshall Live is even a person, right? I'm not talking any business here. This is just my lobby, my waiting room, my digital storefront, period. Okay? The direct message, the messenger, I want you guys to think of messenger as the handshake. It's the phone call. It's the place where you build rapport, right? It's not where you're doing business. It's that steak dinner that you take a prospect out for. It's the drinks that you buy them. It's the coffee you bring them before the meeting. Your direct message, your messenger box is and should be considered the rapport builder. It's where you shake the hands. Like I said, it's you make the calls, you send the emails. It's that personal touch where you're able to actually connect and introduce yourself and build rapport with your ideal client and or like-minded entrepreneur. Last, we have a free Facebook group. Now, every one of you who runs a brand or runs a business needs to start your free Facebook group. Look, when you think about free Facebook groups, it's like this. A couple of years ago, why did CrossFit get so massively famous and so popular and so huge? It wasn't because of the workouts. It was because of the community. It was the community aspect that they created that people loved, right? Because as human beings, we love community. We love doing things together. We're not real big on doing things on our own. So the same thing with Facebook group. A free Facebook group gives you, your business, your brand, the ability to create that community just like CrossFit did. So when we're talking about our ecosystem, our social selling ecosystem, we want to think of our Facebook group as a place to do business and build community. Okay? So I'm going to explain this deeper, but I want you to think of your free Facebook group as the boardroom. It's the boardroom of your business. If this is your digital storefront in your waiting room, and this is the handshake or the phone call or the taking them out for wings, the rapport builder, then this is the meeting room. This is the boardroom. You never do business in the lobby. You don't do business in the lobby. No. And you don't do business in front of your storefront. You don't stand out front there and do your business out front. No. So you don't do business on your personal page. This is to get people excited, to create awareness, and to get people hyped up about what you do. That's what the personal page is for. Then the direct messenger, again, it's the handshake, it's the phone call that you make to make sure everything's good. It's where you build rapport. Now, a little bit of business can be done over that, right? But by and large, we don't do business until we bring them into the boardroom, until we sit down in the meeting room and we're ready to do this, man. We're ready to talk business. We're ready to find solutions. We're ready to hash this out and take it to the next level. Wouldn't you agree that people don't do business in the front of their building? They do it in the meeting room, in the boardroom of their building. Okay, so when we think of our organic side of Facebook as a business, right? Think of it like that: waiting room, digital storefront, building rapport, the boardroom. Okay, so now that we know that, how can we use that system then to generate leads? Because you're still not making sense, Marshall. All right, next step. Next step is we have to find people who care about what we're saying. So how do we continually add people into here? Because this is our lead magnet. So how do we go out and get free people to come to our page? Okay? How do we do that? And then once they get here, what do we do with them? Okay? That's an excellent question. Now I'm going to show you how to get clients from this side here in a second. But first, let's talk about setting up the systems in the beginning. Because just like every brand or business, we want to be ready to scale in case it happens. So when we start our business, I want you guys to be planning to service 1 million people, 10 million people. That way, when business does become successful and take off, you're not left going, oh my God, I don't know how to take care of this. I can't keep up fast enough. Now, for a lot of you, maybe it won't happen like that, but it's best to plan like that just in case. So that being said, let's talk about what this free Facebook group is so you guys have a better understanding. And then we're going to get into this. So the free Facebook group is our boardroom, right? It's the boardroom. It's where we talk business. Out here is not where we talk about business. Out here is just where we get people excited. Out here is where we test the waters to see who likes us, to see who's interested in us, okay? So then how do we move them from here to here to here? Because this is the way it goes. This is what it's going to look like. Okay? This is what it's going to look like. This is the way it moves. This is the way that traffic moves. And then sometimes like this. So in the free Facebook group is where we're going to build our business. Now in the free Facebook group is where you're going to actually give the details, the lessons, the insides, the secrets. This is where you're going to give stuff away, right? So let's talk about this. Have you guys ever posted something on your Facebook personal page that nobody really liked, right? Did you give a call to action that nobody followed, nobody liked your stuff, and you can't figure out why? You're like, man, this is good. Same thing happened to me here as that was happening to me on my business page, right? Well, let me tell you how to not make that happen. You have to understand that nobody wants to do business in front of the storefront, right? Nobody wants to do that. So if you're posting business stuff on your personal page and nobody's reacting to it, are you surprised? It's because nobody wants to do freaking business in the lobby. It's not natural. It's a cold audience. Only cold audiences are usually here, right? People who don't really know you. So if you're trying to sell somebody who doesn't know you, right? They see your storefront and they go, wow, this place is great. And all of a sudden you rush out and you go, hey, buy this, buy that, sell this, da-da-da. Like, you're going to be, whoa, bro, yo, chick, I'm out of here. No, I'm good, right? So we don't do business on our personal page. We only do business here. So what we want to use our personal page for is to test the water. We want to move on our personal page. We want to turn people from cold to warm. All right? And then from here, we want to turn them from warm to hot. Okay? So we're going to test the waters here. We're going to test the waters here. Then we're going to move them to the DM and build rapport. So they'll go from cold traffic to warm. And then from here, the DM, we're going to move them to the group from warm to hot. Okay, now the next question, you go, okay, Marshall, but how do we do that? It's an excellent question. So let's move over here to the group. Inside the group is going to be talking about whatever it is your business is about. Okay? Whatever it is that your business is about, this is where you're going to talk about it. Now, this is how I like to set up my group. Okay? So for example, let's just talk about my Facebook group, the Self-Made group. In the Self-Made group, when I started the Self-Made group off, I was targeting digital marketing agency owners. I wanted to talk with digital marketing agency owners. I wanted to talk to people who knew what was going on. I wanted to help people, right? And it's still like that. Now I talk to entrepreneurs. Now I help entrepreneurs. So knowing whatever it is that whatever community you want to help, whatever your niche is, whatever your business and your brand is about, I want you to sit down and think about 3 to 5 topics that almost everybody has when they are first introduced to your business. It could be a pain point, it could be something exciting, it could be something unique, right? It could be something, maybe it's something that people get angry about that you can help flip their mind on. Whatever it is, whatever your industry is, whatever your job, your business is, I want you to think of the 5 most important topics to people just getting started, okay? Why? Because I want you to make a video on each of those topics. So for example, when I was doing social media marketing and I was training social media marketers, I had a video on creating your prices. I had a video on how to structure your pricing packages. I had a video on how to generate leads free. I had one on how to create content, right? And I had 12 videos, and I made 12 videos on the 12 biggest points or topics that my ideal client was going to have, that my ideal audience, my target audience was going to have, right? So what I did then was I made let's say 5 videos. I made 5 videos, and I uploaded all 5 of those videos into a free Facebook group. After After I uploaded all the videos into the group, I went to each video post and I took a screenshot of it. Screenshot, next one, screenshot, next one, screenshot, next one, screenshot. And then I created a new post inside of the group. In that new post, I put each of the 5 screenshots of the videos that I thought were the most important. And then I told the people what to do. Hey, thank you so much for joining my group. If you're seeing this post, you're brand new. I want to welcome you to the Self-Made community. My name is Marshall, and I'm here to help you out. From there, I would then tell them to go and either search for or scroll down to find the top videos that I thought were going to give them the most value as it pertained to their industry and or niche. Okay? So I call them value videos. So when you're starting your free Facebook group, you want to get a nice banner up there, right? And then you want to create your value videos. You want to get them screenshot. You want to put them into one post. You want to tell people what it is about, why it's so important, and then you want to pin that post to the top. Okay? So now we have our value videos pinned to the top of the post. This group is set up and ready to go. Now, it doesn't matter what. I can add people into my group at any time. And as long as I go, hey, go to the post pinned to the top and check it out. I have some videos up there that I think you're going to get a lot of value from. Okay? Now I'm going to come back to that in a second. So this is how you set up your free group. Whatever your free group is about, it could be about anything. Social media marketing, video editing, SEO, baking cakes, underwater basket weaving, recycling, donating, crowdfunding, bartering, trading, how to tie shoes. Like, I don't care. It can be for anything. Every single brand and business should be building a free Facebook group because you want to be able to build community because community works. Gives people incentive to follow you and engage with you. So now we have these value videos up here, right? We have these value videos. Our group is set up because now anytime we add somebody in here, we don't have to go back into our group. We don't have to go back to somebody else. Like, we replicate ourselves. Now, we talked about this in one of the first lessons, the E-Myth. When we want to learn how to replicate ourselves so we can move out of that technician spot and start to scale our business. So by creating these value videos in this free group, it's going to give you scalability because you can now duplicate yourself without actually having to go back and do it. Because you already know the 5 points that mean the most. You put those 5 points that mean the most to your community in 5 different videos. You've given them one resource to go check out, and now boom, they position you in their mind as the expert because you're able to duplicate yourself. Now stick with me. So our free Facebook group is set up. We have our value videos inside of it. We have it nice and optimized and it's ready to go. So what's next? Now we got to fill it with people. But why? Why do we have to fill it with people, Marshall? Because nobody on your Facebook page is ready to buy from you. People are not ready to buy from you on this page. People don't know you on this page. But if you take the time to cultivate relationships and find your ideal client on this page, now you can turn them from cold traffic to warm traffic. Now, how do we do that? Well, we have to find people to put on our personal page first. Okay? So let's talk about that and let's figure out how this whole entire thing works. At the very top of your Facebook page, there's a search bar. It looks very much like a Google bar, and it actually works a lot like a Google bar. So you can literally go into Facebook, you can type in anything you want in the search bar, click enter, and a whole lot of things are going to come up. You're going to be able to see pages, posts, groups, events, anything. So when you search something, there's going to be another little sub-menus that come up underneath the search bar. So let's say that you want to find digital marketing, a digital marketing group. Type in digital marketer, click enter, and it's going to show you the groups, the pages, the posts, the events, like all the things that Facebook has options for to search within. Another subcategory, right? So what you're going to do is whatever your niche is about, whoever your target audience is, right? You're going to search that in the bar. Once you click enter, you're going to see another subtab under here that says groups. You're going to click groups, right? So you're going to search whatever your niche is. My niche is entrepreneurship, social media, whatever your niche is, right? So like, for example, I am a social media marketer, right? So I will join, maybe I'll join a software group like the ClickFunnels, or maybe I'll do a group for coaches, or maybe I'll do a group for small business owners, right? Anywhere that I can position myself as an expert and give value to that community are the type of groups that I'm going to be looking for up here, okay? So now you're going to go in here and you're going to search for free groups, and you're going to go in here, and this is like a giant fishing pond. You're just going fishing right here. You're going fishing for your ideal client or like-minded entrepreneurs, okay? So you're going to go up here and you're going to search whatever your title, your tag, your niche is. You're going to click on the little groups one, and a whole bunch of groups are going to come up. Then you're going to scroll through those groups, and you're going to find some groups that you can join. Now, I would recommend picking maybe 5 groups to start. Pick 5 groups that have the most of your ideal client inside of it, okay? Go inside those groups and just start scrolling through the group feed. Look for people who are asking questions that you can answer. And then when you can answer them, comment below and say, hey, this is exactly how you do that. I've had a lot of success doing this, yada, 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 right? Maybe show them a video, maybe show them an infographic, a picture, an image, like something. Give them something, right? Give them value. Help them. Because this is the interesting thing that happens. When you post in a free group and people in a group see you adding value and you're giving them incredible information they didn't know, they're going to start to position you as an expert. And at that point, what they do is they send you a friend request, or you send them a friend request. Now we've moved them from the free group where they didn't know us at all onto our personal page, right? We saw people walking by on the sidewalk, and we go, hey, come here. I want to talk to you, right? Basically, we showed them some value, and then we brought them to our digital storefront. Now they're standing out in front of our store, but they don't know us still. So you can do this all day, every day. You need to be prospecting Facebook at least an hour a day looking for clients if you do not have paid advertising running. If you run your business by free organic traffic, you should be prospecting Facebook at least 1 hour a day, period. Adding people into your personal network. Once you get them into your personal network, now it's time to start activating the lead magnets. So let's say that I'm a social media marketer, right? I am. So an example of how I might use my personal page is I want to start to move my client from cold to warm, warm to hot. So first, to move the people from here who don't know me, who are cold, in order to make them warm traffic, I have to warm them up here, right? So let's say that I teach people how to make money with social media. So I'm going to make content that allows me to figure out who's interested in what I'm talking about and who is not. Who is interested in what I'm talking about and who is not. Because like you guys know, and like I mentioned earlier, just because you post business stuff on here, a lot of times it's going to get crickets. Because this is not the place to do business. The meeting room, the boardroom is the place to do business. So your content, whether it's written, audio, or video, should all be towards educating your ideal client. Because the more education that you give them, the more value that you give them, the more they're going to think that, wow, this guy or gal is an expert. She must really know what's going on, right? So we're going to want to create that kind of awareness right here on our page. Now, how do we move them here to here? It's easy. Who's ever done network marketing? Who's ever been part of an MLM and they tell you, oh, hey, hit up your old friends from high school and make an organic thing. Oh, I haven't talked to you in 5 years, but I was thinking about you the other day. How have you been? Blah, blah. Hey, check it out. I just joined this successful venture with 2 very successful business partners. Like, you guys know the drill, right? You know the drill. So the question is then, how do we move them up here, right? Because those posts usually get crickets. Or it's weird when you try to move them into the DM and you start talking to somebody you haven't talked to in years. Like, why are you DMing me, right? So how do we do that? Well, when we post content, remember, word, audio, or video on our page, right? And then we're able to get people to like it, share it, or anything like that. Now it gives us permission to DM them. So the more value that you can give on your personal page, the more direct messages you can send. Remember, we're warming people up. So for example, on this video, if I wanted to, when I'm all finished, right? If this was a Facebook feed or this was something on Instagram or if this was YouTube, I could make this video and then anybody who likes it, comments on it, anybody shares it, now I have permission to go into their direct message. And now I can hit up and say, hey Tom, thank you so much for liking my video. I really appreciate that. How have you been? See? Now it's natural. You have a reason to talk to them, right? Hey Shirley, thank you so much for commenting on my video. It's interesting that you say it like that because I never thought about it like that. Really cool perspective. And then she'll answer back, and then you answer back, she answers back, and you're building rapport. Okay? So by using this as a lead magnet to generate interest, you're going to turn them from cold to warm. And then it gives you permission, if they engage with your video or your content, gives you permission to move them into a direct messenger. Once they're in a direct messenger, again, it's just asking questions. It's just building rapport. Hey, how have you been? What are you doing? What do you do now? This is what I do. It's crazy, right? And you already know that they're your target audience or a like-minded entrepreneur because you designed it like that. You went out fishing for them. You put them here. You ran the lead magnet, and now you are responsible because you deliberately designed it to make them move into the DM. So now we're building rapport in the DM. Oh, we're building it. We're making that connection. Now we hit them with it. Hey, Tom, check this out. I actually have a free Facebook group that I think you could get some value out of. I'd love to add you in if you think that would fit and benefit you as a business owner and or brand. Well, of course they're going to say yes because you've taken the time to go out and find them, you answered their question, then you gave them value that made them curious and then made them engage. Now it gave you a reason to DM them, you built rapport, and now you say, hey, check this out. I have something free I think you'd love. You should check out my free group. They say, awesome, let's do it. Then you go, okay, I'm going to add you in right now. Then you hop off your phone, you add Tom into your group, he gets a notification. Marshall just added you to Self-Made Group. Now they're inside the group. Now, you come back as soon as you do that into the DM, and you say, awesome, Tom, just got you added into the group. Check it out. I actually have a post pinned to the top. In that post, I've outlined 3, 5, 7, 12 videos that I think are the most key points when it comes to your niche. Okay? When it comes to your niche. I've outlined the most important topics when it comes to your niche. Click that pinned post, check it out. I think you're going to get even more value from that. Right? Now that's where the hook sets in. Because not only did we answer the question here, give them value here, take the time to build a connection with them here, and then offer them something free, then on top of that we came back, we go, check it out, I got something even more that's free. It's going to help build you even more. Now they go, holy freaking smokes. Marshall Live is like the OG when it comes to social media, right? Right? Now what we do, we know that people here might or might not care about what we have to say. But we know that everybody here cares what we have to say because they engaged with the content that we put out to drive them here. We built a connection, the rapport, we gave them value, and now that we know inside this group, everybody inside that group cares what it is. I don't care if you're a local restaurant, a florist, an entrepreneur, a personal trainer. I don't care if you sell watches. I don't care what you do. You need a free Facebook group because you move people from cold traffic to warm traffic to hot traffic. This is where you sell. In the boardroom is where you do business, period. Even if you're a network marketer, do you think you're going to have more luck trying to sell stuff here on your personal page? Or do you think you're going to have more luck by moving them from here to the DM into the group? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay? So again, let's run by this one more time because that was a lot. You're probably going to have to watch this lesson another time. Okay? So again, what we want to do is set up a free Facebook group based on our niche. We want to design some videos that are the biggest pain points and or topics in our industry or niche. We want to put them into a post, pin it to the top, right? Set up the group so we can duplicate ourselves. Then we want to go fishing. We're going to search for people in our niche or our industry. We're going to go into these different free Facebook groups every day, once an hour, once a day, and we're going to try to answer as many questions as we can. That way we can increase our people who are our friends on our personal page. Remember, they're cold traffic still. They still don't know us. Then we're going to do lessons and little like lead magnets. Hey, check it out, guys. Have you ever wondered how to turn your social media into a business? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, today in this video, you can turn your social media into business by selling a product, selling a service, or selling somebody else's product. I hope you guys got some value out of this video, right? And then somebody's like, oh my gosh, they like it, or they love it, or they share it. And then that gives you permission to DM them, right? Because you created the content, they engage with it, now it gives you permission to move them here. Hey, thank you so much for liking that. Hey, thanks for sharing that. Thanks for loving that. Oh man, I see you didn't really like my video. Like, is there any misunderstanding? What can I help you with? You know, whatever it is, build rapport. Once you've built your rapport, offer them something, which is entry into your group. Once you add them in, come right back immediately and give them even more value with the value videos. Right? And now they're, boom, now they're hooked. So now every time you go live in this group, or you do something in this group, or you give a call to action in this group, They're already hot. They're hot traffic. They're ready to go. Doesn't mean they're always going to buy, but they're going to convert a lot more than they are here. Okay? So I hope you guys got some value out of this lesson today. This is literally exactly the ecosystem that I set up to create a six-figure business just using free Facebook organic, period. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video, and we'll continue to talk more in depth about how to actually build out your Facebook group. I am Marshall Live, the Dollar Entrepreneur, and I will see you guys in the next lesson. Whew, boy, ugh, I'm thirsty now. I'm gonna have to go get me some water. But anyways, if you guys are joining me live for this video, thank you so much. If you liked it, just know that next Thursday, 5 days from now, the Dollar Entrepreneur Club launches. I'm gonna be giving you guys stuff just like this and even more. There's over 50 video lessons that are gonna be in there right from the get-go. There's more than 10 modules in there. We're going to be doing self-made stories, so you're also going to get access to all the interviews I've been doing with 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs, so you can learn the stories that have helped build them. And we're going to give you access to a free monthly coaching call, a group coaching call as well. So lots of stuff to come from the Dollar Entrepreneur Club. If you enjoyed this video, trust me, this is nothing compared to what you're going to learn in the Dollar Entrepreneur Club. And even if you don't join the Dollar Entrepreneur Club, like seriously, use this. It works. It's how I built my business completely from scratch organically, from literally nothing, no money, no following, into a thriving brand and making money completely from my mobile phone and social media. So hope you guys got some value from this. Thank you so much for following me, and I will see you guys soon.